Hey, welcome to Maximum Bat Speed. I want to do this video for you today, and I call this particular video is called the firm wrist drill. The firm wrist drill. Now, the reason why is because I want you to have firm wrists through the hitting area. Now, the reason why this is important is this, because many times with players is that you end up flipping through the ball. Okay, in other words, if you're a parent out there and you watch your child play, whether you're a baseball player or a softball player, you're wondering, why is my child flipping through the ball so much? Why is my child grounding out so much? Well, a lot of it is because they're not applying firm wrists. So this video right here should help your child, or you as a parent as coaching your child, or the coach coaching your players, will help you to have your players hit more line drives. If they have any kind of power at all, they're going to hit more home runs, because now they're going to be able to hit to and through the ball much better than flipping through the ball when they get to the pitch coming at them. So let's get started with this video here explaining this drill. Now, what I want you to do is this: as you start to get into your swing right here, both these players are synced up. Okay, now you can see here with both these players here, the elbow starts to work up to the height of the mouth. See what's going on right there? Now, if you watch my videos, you know I talk about this all the time, and there's a reason for it. I want the elbow to work up to the height of the mouth, and I want the barrel to be working below the hands. Okay, now you can see here on the player on the right, it's pretty obvious right here that she did everything correctly until she got to the point of contact, where all of a sudden now you can see here where she had her hands flipping through the ball, and now they're even flipping more so. Okay, so again, watch the player on the right. Now, this might be a normal tendency in her, or it might not, but regardless, with many players, it is a normal tendency to hit to the ball and then flip through the ball, instead of hitting to and through the ball like the player on the left. Now watch the player on the left. She hits to the ball and through the ball with a barrel below the hands. Okay, and then she gets to full extension right there, which is fine. Once you get the full extension, the barrel can start going up in an orbit. But right here, again, the player on the left, pay attention what's going on right here. As she gets to the point of contact, she hits to the ball and through the ball with the barrel below the hands. Even this late in the swing right here, you can see that the ball's taken off right there beautifully with great trajectory, and the barrel is below the hands. Now, going back to the player on the right, you can see here that she's applying some pretty good mechanics right here up to the point of contact, and then she's rolling through the ball, rolling her wrist. Now, the drill that I do with my students is this when they do this, and this will help you. Now, you don't have to hit a ball. You don't have to even do the tee. You can just go to your room and just grab a bat and practice having firm wrist through the ball. So in other words, when you get to this stage right here, okay, you can see right here the stage of this young lady right here. Again, she has a pretty good looking swing right here, but except to the point where she starts to roll her wrist. Now, what I would do if I was working with her, I would tell her, okay, hey, look, good job, but let's keep your wrists firm and have that barrel below the hands longer, where she has more of a line like this instead of a line like this, where she starts flipping through the ball further and further into the swing. Now, again, it's very important to understand that when you start teaching a player, start teaching your child to do this, it takes time. It takes work, and it is a process that must take place. It does not happen overnight. Many times I see that parents are wondering, well, I started doing this with my child yesterday, but they're still struggling with it. Well, obviously it's not going to be fixed overnight. It's a process. It's a process to fix anything that you want done correctly, especially at a high level. So again, what I would do if I was working with your child, I would just tell them, hey, listen, let's just work elbow working up to the height of the mouth, barrel below the hands for as long as you can. So at this stage of the swing, even this stage of the swing right here where this young lady is on the right, I would still have her where her elbow, you can see where her elbow's right there, okay, her right there where her elbow is, her forearms right here, okay, and then I would have her even at the stage of the swing where the barrel would still be slightly below the hands this way, and then working up in an orbit, even to full extension. I tell my students, I still want you to keep the barrel slightly below the hands, and this is a great drill for you to do as a parent with your child, or with a coach with your students, so that they can hit to and through the ball. Now, again, what I would tell your students to do, or your child to do, is just hit balls and just get to the point where they're to the post contact or to full extension. But I would tell them, do not ever allow your barrel to get above the hands. And if you constantly do this with them, if you teach them to do this on a regular basis, they're going to get in the habit where they will not roll through the ball. Now, again, this is something that takes time. It is a process. Now, my Build Your Swing Plan video that I have on my website it's a very great tool to help you to apply this at a very high level. I talk about this very much in depth in the video so that you can understand the process that it takes in order to do this correctly so it sticks. Also as well, when you buy my video, you get an additional 20-minute swing flaw video that will help you to have a better hand path. It'll help you with the setup angles, and it'll be just a great addition to my Build Your Swing Plan. Now, I hope you like this video right here, and again, I truly believe it'll help you, but it's very important to understand that everything takes time. It is a process. Again, get that elbow working up to the height of the mouth, just like you see with these ladies here, and if you're working off the tee, put your tee low, put your tee high, but as you hit to the ball and through the ball, not yet to full extension, barrel below the hands. And once you get to full extension, barrel below the hands, slightly below the hands, and then from there everything works up in an orbit. I don't want to see anyone having what I call a seatbelt swing where the orbit is around the waist or below the chest. That is not what you should see in an elite swing. Now, I hope you like this video. Give me a like if you learned something. Apply this drill, work with it for a month or two, get back to me, send me some comments and tell me if it worked for you. I'm sure it will. Again, I've worked with students for many years now, and students that I've had who had struggled with this particular swing flaw, they have improved tremendously as far as eliminating more ground balls and in starting to have more line drives. And again, if you have any kind of power, trust me, it will give you a greater opportunity to hit home runs. Thank you for watching Maximum Bat Speed. I'm always grateful for your viewership. Give me a like, tell your friends about my channel, and you guys have a blessed day. Thank you.